In a small mountain town in Colorado, where the winters were long and the people were always in a hurry, there lived a quiet monk. No one knew exactly where he came from. He had no phone, no car, no bank account. He simply walked into town one autumn morning carrying a small wooden bowl and wearing simple robes. The townspeople were curious. Some were amused, some were annoyed, and some, quietly, were drawn to him. Every morning, the monk sat near the busiest street corner, not asking for money, not preaching, just sitting. People rushed past him with coffee cups in their hands and stress in their eyes, emails to answer, bills to pay, deadlines to meet. America runs fast, and most people in that town were running too. One day, a young corporate lawyer named Daniel stopped in front of the monk. Daniel was successful. Six-figure salary, luxury apartment, new SUV. But his eyes were tired. "Why do you just sit there?" Daniel asked. "Don't you want more in life?" The monk looked up and smiled. "I have everything I need," he said calmly. Daniel laughed. "You have nothing." The monk gently tapped his chest. "I have peace. Can you say the same?" Those words followed Daniel all day. Into his office, into his meetings, into the silence of his expensive apartment that night. For the first time in years, Daniel noticed something. Despite having everything, he felt empty. The next morning, he returned. "How did you find peace?" Daniel asked. The monk picked up his wooden bowl. "When your bowl is already full," he said, "you cannot pour anything new into it." Daniel frowned. "What does that mean?" The monk continued. "Your life is full of noise, full of fear, full of other people's expectations. There is no room left for you." That sentence hit harder than Daniel expected. In America, we are taught to achieve, to compete, to hustle, but rarely are we taught to pause. Over the next few weeks, Daniel kept visiting the monk. He began sitting quietly for 5 minutes each morning. At first, it was uncomfortable. His mind raced, his phone buzzed, his thoughts screamed. But slowly, something shifted. 5 minutes became 10, 10 became 20. He started noticing the sky again, the cold air, the sound of his own breathing. One evening, Daniel made a decision that shocked everyone. He turned down a major promotion. His coworkers thought he was crazy. His friends said he was throwing away his future. But Daniel felt lighter. He wasn't quitting his job. He wasn't moving to the mountains. He was simply choosing balance. He started leaving work on time. He reconnected with his family. He stopped measuring his worth by his paycheck. Months later, the monk quietly disappeared from the town. No goodbye, no explanation. Just gone. But something had changed. Not just in Daniel, in others too. A barista who once worked double shifts began taking Sundays off. A teacher started practicing morning gratitude. A business owner introduced quiet hours in his office. The monk owned nothing, but he left behind something priceless. Awareness, peace, permission to slow down. In a country that celebrates speed, success, and status, the monk taught something radical. Stillness is power, and sometimes the richest life is the simplest one. Now, let me ask you something. If you stopped chasing everything for just one day, what would you discover about yourself?